Welcome back, my friends. Today we are talking about the rise of fake online gurus and 5 different ways that you can easily identify them. It used to just be the make money online and internet marketing schemes you had to look out for, but with how cheap video is to shoot now and how cheap it is to distribute that video with social media, now every social media platform, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, they are all filled with obvious fake gurus that are actually getting people to give them real money.
Wow, that's messed up.
Before we get into the actual 5 ways to spot a fake guru, let's quickly talk about what a fake guru is or isn't. One of the reasons I originally started Startup Bros was to combat fake gurus. I dropped out of high school and had a lot of early success just going through hundreds of internet marketing and online courses and working my ass off and actually implementing what was in them. So I've seen a lot of good gurus, I've seen a lot of bad gurus, and now that I've actually been on the inside of this industry for 8 years as a quote-unquote guru, I've gotten to know a lot of these guys personally, and it's really easy for me now to spot who's telling the truth, who's dishonest.
Relax, the needles are jumping.
And who's going to make it long term? Because I've actually seen many people in this industry using fake names, going and fleeing to different countries. So it can be a confusing and dirty industry, and it's important for you to have 5 different ways to easily spot these fake gurus. Real gurus have had real results with what you are trying to accomplish, and they're being honest with you about how they can help you and what that help is going to do for you. Fake gurus, on the other hand, are dishonest.
About this self-proclaimed multimillionaire tech entrepreneur. He says he has a PhD in blockchain, and he says he was mentored by Steve Jobs.
Either their results, their level of wealth, their experience level, and ultimately they can't actually help you accomplish what you're trying to accomplish.
Thanks for nothing.
But for now, let's jump into the actual 5 ways to spot one of these guys so you can avoid them and save your money or spend it with a real guru who can actually help you. The first way that you can spot a fake guru is look out for people that are dressing in expensive suits and showing off expensive watches. People who feel secure in their wealth and their income are not going to go through all the effort of dressing up into a suit and showing off their wealth every single time they need to post on social media. For instance, this just took me forever. This suit doesn't even fit me anymore.
Take it off, dickhead. I'm serious.
What's happening?
Not everyone's going to agree with this, but to me, wearing a suit is a show of submission or respect. No person who feels secure in their wealth and their income is going to go through all of the effort of getting made up for every single social media post. That's not to say that people who are actually wealthy won't ever wear a suit, but it's a rare occasion, and certainly they're not going to be doing it to post on social media. The only reason you would do that is to appear successful to people who don't know what success is. Is this person actually successful, or are they just trying to appear successful? In my experience, the wealthier people get, the more they find their true personality and feel the confidence to express that true personality. So even if it is a billionaire who loves dressing in suits every day, they're going to be highly customized suits. They're going to have flamboyance. They're going to have flair. But the people who are dressing in your stereotypical rich person, successful salesperson suit, look at that alliteration. The way that they're trying to portray themselves externally to the world has a lot to do with their internal insecurities. So if you look at someone like Jordan Belfort, back when he was a high-level criminal, he threw crazy parties all the time, and he was wearing suits every single day, and he was taking people around to his plane and his boat and his house, and it was because he felt insecure about the security of his wealth. So people that are intentionally trying to get you to look at them in stereotypical successful suits are typically very insecure about their own success. The more successful they're trying to make themselves look, the less successful they generally are. Now I'm going to take this damn suit off, and we're going to roll into the second way that you can spot a fake guru, which is, you guessed it, cars and jets and people that show off their spending rather than their actual production and the projects that they're working on. Most wealthy people that I know, what really drives them is what they're working on, whether that's their business or a different project or a hobby. If they are taking a private jet, their top concern isn't to post it on social media. Their top concern is to get some rest and recharge so they can attack their actual projects and priorities again. Fake gurus are going to be drawing attention to how much wealth they have, how rich they are, and how much stuff they own. Whereas wealthy people have an incentive to not talk about what they own. They don't want people coming after them. A lot of the wealthiest people that I know actually have kidnapping insurance on either themselves or their children as well. And it just goes to show you that the more attention that you bring to yourself, the more you're going to get home invasions, the more you're going to get robberies, and the more you're just going to get people coming after you, lawsuits, government agencies, everything you can imagine. Fake gurus, on the other hand, are insecure about their wealth. They don't understand the implications of broadcasting how wealthy they are. They're more concerned about broadcasting how wealthy they are because they are so insecure about it and so unconfident about their ability to generate income for the long term that they need everybody out there to give them that validation and give them that security. And hey, they paid good money for that stuff, so they better get some value out of it.
I've spent $600 million on online advertising. On YouTube, I've probably spent, I would say, 25 to 30, maybe 45 million bucks.
Wealthy people, on the other hand, know how expensive things like cars and boats and jets and all of these different things are. So honestly, they kind of look down on other people when they drop a whole lot of money into them. Successful people that have successful businesses can invest money into that business and produce a big return on investment. So to drop $200,000, $500,000 into a car or a boat or a jet, it's just an unbelievable opportunity cost that most people just can't afford, especially wealthy people who understand what that's going to do to their net worth. At the level I'm at now, what me and my friends really compete with each other over is the sizes of our
Wang! Pay attention.
I was distracted by that enormous flying.
not of our We're competing over the size of our businesses, how much impact we have on the world, how big our teams are, how automated our companies are. And it's awesome because me and all my friends continue to build each other up as we share what's working for each other. And that's just how wealthy people are.
Don't splash the pot.
They want to talk about what's working for them, how they want to change the world, how to build themselves up and each other up, both personally and professionally. So anytime someone's trying to draw attention to their spending habits, that's generally a good sign that they're a fake guru and someone you don't really want to take the advice of. The third thing you can look out for is unverifiable results or obscure claims.
You could be generating profit in a matter of just hours, if not just a few days.
Anyone who's had real significant results in the business world should have some paper trail to show for it. So someone like me, you can go back in my past videos and see I talk about all the different products I sell and all the different businesses I'm involved in. Because why wouldn't I? Every single one of these businesses just benefits when I continue to send all the traffic and my audience back and forth between all of the different businesses, right? So wealthy people understand that success begets success, right? When you have one successful brand, that turns into two successful brands, that turns into three, and all of a sudden you have partnerships everywhere and you have all these different income streams. It's really just that first success that's really the toughest to get. And keep in mind, you can always email these people and ask them for more details. They should have a team. They should have employees working for them that are there to answer these types of queries, right? So why not test their organizations, go through their sales process, talk to some of their employees, talk to some of their clients, and if you can't find any of that, well, that's a big red flag right there. The fourth thing that you can do to spot a fake guru is look out for people that are making all of their money with coaching and online courses.
I sell online education. Is that a scam?
I can tell you firsthand, after running Startup Bros for 8 years now, these types of personal brand info marketing, online coaching businesses are very unique and very time-consuming in most circumstances. So unless you are trying to replicate someone's success in that very narrow field, you have got to avoid people that make all of their money with online courses and coaching. Whatever result you are trying to go for, you have to make sure that there's a real external example, a deliverable that you can go and look at and explore and actually see this person's work. If someone's making $5 million a year online, you're going to be able to see some level of activity, either on their website or wherever. So if it looks like someone is making all of their money with online coaching and courses, then that is a fake guru that you've just got to avoid. The fifth thing and the final thing that I have for you to spot fake gurus is anyone that offers any type of one-on-one coaching. One-on-one coaching is unbelievably time-consuming, and it builds no equity, it builds no future value. It is literally just trading time for money. Anyone who has a successful company that is worth anything and actually growing, or has the ability to start a company and grow it, these people are not going to offer one-on-one coaching because it's just not worth it for them. One-on-one coaching, to me, is a sign of desperation. There's 100 different things that I could do before one-on-one coaching if I actually just desperately needed the cash. And those 100 things would build real equity in my companies that I could go sell one day or are just going to continue producing passive income for me. So there's just no reason for me to offer one-on-one coaching. It's just not worth it. And I'm not that wealthy. So truly wealthy people are not going to be just trading their time for money out in the open. Their time is going to be eaten up with their own projects, their own family, their own employees that they're trying to coach into leaders. One-on-one coaching to me is, again, just desperation and a sign that this person doesn't really know what they're doing, but has a bunch of people that want to give them money. So that's the 5 different things you can do to spot a fake guru. I want to really quickly cover the things that I put on this list and then removed because I decided that they weren't really reliable ways to spot a fake guru. The other ones being too young or too inexperienced, which at face value seems like, a 21-year-old, a 22-year-old probably shouldn't be able to guide anyone towards great success. But to tell you the truth, I got started teaching online and doing online courses and coaching and things like that. I started doing all of that when I was 22 years old, 21 years old, actually. And to tell you the truth, a lot of the best advice I've ever given and a lot of my greatest success stories happened when I was younger. And to this day, the best advice you can give and the best training you can produce is based on things that you're currently doing. And it's all fresh in your head and you've just mastered it. As you continue to progress through your career and grow your business empire, you're going to run into the curse of knowledge. And the curse of knowledge makes it really difficult to simplify the complexity of successful businesses to someone that's just getting started. Because when you're first getting started, there's all this stuff that you do not need to know yet. But once you've been in the game for 20 years, you're going to completely lose track of what those initial problems and thoughts were. And you're only going to understand how awesome your business empire is and how interconnected and complex it becomes. So you're going to run into the curse of knowledge eventually. And for that reason, I don't think it's necessarily, you can really be too young or inexperienced. For someone to be the guru that you need to guide you to the next level, they just have to be one step in front of you the whole time. That's actually the best place for them to be. Someone that's 50 steps ahead of you in the game of life is probably actually not the best person for you to get advice from right now. So I don't think age or experience level has much to do with it, so much as how they're trying to portray themselves and how secure and confident they feel internally about their ability to produce results and income and wealth. Now, I said I would compare some good gurus to some bad gurus for you, and I don't want to personally call out any bad gurus, but I will say that there's a lot of news stories recently about various fake gurus whose business empires are now collapsing. There's a lot of fake gurus now going bankrupt, getting kicked out of their houses, losing all those shiny toys that used to be in their social media posts. So I'll leave it up to you to check those out and see who some of the obvious bad gurus are. But let's take a look at some of the good gurus. I got to self-promote here a little bit and talk about the fact that you can go look at our live sales chart anytime you want, and you can see the exact same sales dashboard that is up on the television screens around all of our offices and warehouses. So you're allowed to track in real time as my company grows and as we make money, and we're very transparent about it. I want to be transparent about it because I want you guys to consume those products too. If you look at someone like my buddy Edmund, he runs the second largest hostel chain in Thailand, and you can pull up his website. You can go book a night there. You probably should make sure you can actually go to Thailand first with the coronavirus lockdowns and everything. And you can follow their social media pages and see every single night as all their different locations produce all of this awesome content. So he has real external results to show, and you can go look at his team and his company and his money machine churning away every single day. Another buddy of mine, Ezra Firestone, has a very similar business structure to me at Startup Bros. He has his e-commerce business. That's his main business, and he spends most of his time there. His team spends most of their time there. And you can go to that website, you can purchase products, and you can see his money machine churning. Underneath that, he also has his online training business, where he creates courses about all of the different experiments and what he's learning inside of his e-commerce business. I'll also mention Noah Kagan, who I used to be better friends with, but you can go and look at AppSumo.com. You can go look at his track record and very clearly see his money machine churning every single day. So the deeper you get into business, the more obvious it's going to be to you when someone is just trying to portray the appearance of wealth rather than actually doing what it takes to become wealthy. But until then, I've just given you 5. What is that? That's not 5. That's okay. But until then, I have given you 5 different ways to spot a fake business guru, and these are people you want to avoid.
Red flag.
Give your money to companies that can actually help you, companies that have great return policies, that have great money-back guarantees, and that have great track records. You can see the results that they've produced, and they're not just taking all your money and spending it on watches and car rentals and house rentals. Hopefully this video helps, guys. Give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment below if you want to see any other videos like this, because this isn't what we usually talk about. So if you want to see more fake guru exposés, let me know in the comments below. We'll be answering questions down there. See you guys there. Thanks for watching. As you can see here, I have little green lambs on the inside of my jacket. They're pink and neon green, so that's how you know that I am a real guru.